Good afternoon, welcome to my kitchen. For those of you that are new, my name is Janice and I'm a Thermomix consultant. So we're doing a Mexican corn salad. And what's attracted me to this recipe is it's got black rice in it. Now I bought black rice and I've used it to make, there's one in the Gut Health cookbook on Cookie Do, which is like a mushroom, chicken and black rice. It is amazing, but I just put black rice in, and this recipe came up. I searched black rice in the Cookie Do, and this recipe came up, and I thought it would be a really nice side to go with our tea tonight. So we're going to start cooking, and we need some water. So rightio. So this won't be enough, I'll have to get more. That's 700 grams, so I want another 300 grams. But first we'll make absolutely sure that there's nothing in that bowl. So I'll just get this, we want another 300 grams. So, a teaspoon of salt, now we want the simmering basket, and we want 150 grams. What I'm actually going to do before that is the black rice has got to be rinsed and well drained. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to weigh it into this simmering basket, and then I'll go and rinse it in there, then come back and put it in the Thermomix. So 150 grams. Oops. Perfect. Oops. Okay, I'll be back. I'll just rinse this out and then I'll be back. Okay, so rinsed and well drained. The lid on with the measuring cup, and we're going to cook the rice for 12 minutes, 100 degrees speed 4. Now, we're going to go over 98 or 95 with the temperature. We're going to leave the measuring cup on because we actually have the simmering basket in there, so which would stop anything, like they're worried about something jamming that lid in, and so when it gets really hot, the pressure, it comes out suddenly and people get scalded. So, but because we've got that simmering basket in there, that's going to, and there's, that's not going to happen. So, 12 minutes, and I'll be back and we'll keep going. Next, so we're going to take the lid off and pop the aroma into position. And we want way into the Verona dish, 4 to 5 corn cob kernels removed, approximately 500 grams. So I've done 500 grams of corn cobs and removed the kernels. So I don't know if they want, and it was 3, so I don't know if they want 500 grams of corn kernels or 500 grams starting weight. So we're going to go with the 500 grams starting weight. Into here, just going to open it up a bit so there's a few gaps there for the steam to get through. Put the lid on. 10 minutes at Verona temperature on speed 4. So next, so it says to place your corn and the rice in in a serving bowl, warm, and set aside. Now, one of the ingredients in this is jalapeno chili, a fresh jalapeno chili, but I couldn't get one. So I've got some pickled jalapeno slices, and that's what we're going to use at the end. Okay. Ooh. Well, that was a mess now. So I'm thinking at some stage we're going to have to let this cool. Okay. And we're going to discard the cooking liquid. Now, this to me would seem like a cold dish. And it says to add in the 1 jalapeno, which I haven't got, 4 sprigs of fresh coriander. Now, this is flat leaf parsley, 3 spring onions, and what I am going to do is I am now going to put this on hold until the Thermomix and the rice has cooled down a little bit. So I'll be back when we're ready to move on to the next step. Okay. Now, it says 4 sprigs of fresh coriander, leaves only. Now this is flat leaf parsley. And it's just the last of a bunch. We've got 3 spring onions, so I've got 2, green and white, cut into pieces. So I assume we're going to chop this. And I do think it was supposed to be 500 grams of corn kernels, not just 500 grams of corn cobs, but it doesn't matter, so I think it'll be delicious anyway. 2 seconds, speed 8. Okay, we're going to scrape down the sides. With a spatula, so let's have a look at that. What was that, 2 seconds? And I've decided what I'm going to do with the pickled jalapenos. I'm going to chop up some in a little bowl and sit it next to it, and we can sprinkle them on if we want them. 50 grams of mayonnaise. Now the only mayonnaise I've got is this Kewpie mayonnaise. Okay, that'll do. 50 grams of sour cream. I'm going to put all of that in there. That was 77 grams. 1 lime, zest and juice. So what I'm going to put in is just a cupful of apple cider vinegar. So we're steering away from the Mexican flavours here. We've got no jalapenos and no lime. 2 pinches of sea salt. 2 pinches of ground black pepper. So I'm going to have to get some of my black peppercorns out and make some more ground black pepper because I'm nearly out. And I just use the stuff that goes in my pepper mill, and throw a cupful in the Thermomix and grind it up, and that way I can have it as coarse as I want. Now we're going to go lid on, 3 seconds, speed 2. Okay. Oh, it didn't mix very well. No. Okay, we'll give it a stir. It smells delicious. Okay, add to corn and rice. Toss and set aside. So we're just going to have this with some marinated pork belly. Topped with 60 grams of feta. So we just want, and some red chili. So I'm just going to get, yep, that smells okay. So if we put the lid on, and I can weigh this in. Oops, I didn't weigh it. So that's about 30 grams I've put in. This should be enough. Perfect. So now what I'm going to get is a red chili out of the freezer. So yeah, so just the tip of a frozen red chili. And I can pop this in the fridge now. Until it's tea time. I splashed the water from that black rice and it's got a bit of a stain on my bench. I hope I can get that off. Okay. Okay. I know that. So it sort of looks like the picture. I'm not sure. I'd just like to know if it was supposed to be 500 grams of corn cobs, the kernels off of 500 grams of corn corners off of 500 grams of corn cobs, or 500 grams of kernels, cut off corn cobs, if that made sense. Alright, let's have a taste. And we want a bit of everything. So we got a bit of chilli, a bit of feta. I could see that would really be good with a bit of lime zest in it. That is delicious. I always like coming up with different salads to serve with, or finding recipes for different salads. There was one my mum used to make, and it was a cabbage and corn salad. And it was sort of like a coleslaw, like where you sliced up your cabbage, added corn kernels, finely diced cheddar cheese. Mum used to use the blue box one, you know, the Kraft cheese off the supermarket shelf in the blue box. Mum used to use that cheese. And then the salad dressing was similar to this, whereas it had mayonnaise, sour cream and white vinegar, and I think it had mustard in it as well. But this actually reminds me of it. Rightio? That is delicious. I am so looking forward to tea tonight so I can have a few big spoonfuls of that. Rightio. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, could you please give it a thumbs up, pop over to my channel and subscribe, and I really hope I'll see you next time.